Hello, I'm Arianna, co-founder of FreStyl. I'll start with a problem we've tackled. Have you ever wanted to go out on the spur of the moment to hear some live music, and after searching for about an hour, you just give up because you couldn't find anything decent? This can often happen because information about live music is actually hard to find. Imagine the live music market to be like an iceberg. The main services only cover the top of this iceberg, the mainstream events, while the bottom of the iceberg, representing the small and medium events, is split into pieces between the Facebook networks of artists and venues, their profiles on MySpace, and millions of local listings. Information about live music is highly fragmented, but the market is actually huge. We're talking about over $24 billion per year, of which now more than 40% is generated by the long tail alone. Our ambitious solution is to tackle this whole iceberg of information, taking a bottom-up approach. We've built the first user content-generated platform only centered around live music that allows anyone to share information about upcoming concerts and will eventually allow people to discover new music through the live experience. On FreStyl, which is both mobile and web-based, music fans, artists, and venues can easily add and share information about upcoming concerts, while everyone, including non-registered users, can see on a large geolocalized Google map all the events that have been shared by other users near them. We launched FreStyl a year ago and targeted a single testbed city, Rome, and in this time managed to outpace all our competition. By relying on UGC alone, we've got more daily events in Rome now than our big competitors like Songkick and Last.fm. And even internationally, more artists have been added to our database than Polestar tracks, and we've got more venues in New York City than Live Nation. Expanding our local success, we're currently working to scale their distribution. More than half of our users regularly add events, but our power users typically add 15 or more events per month. Just 5 power users in a city drive about 2,000 local visitors per month. 4% of these visitors convert, and as they add events, conversions scale rapidly within that city. In order to get power users in other cities, we're now launching our local ambassador program. Local ambassadors will be users already active in other cities that we'll reach out to and reward for evangelizing. The goal of local ambassadors is to convert power users to start seeding other cities, such as Milan, London, and New York. And because we've seen that more content brings more traffic, we're also working to improve and increase content creation. On FreStyl, when users at concerts that become popular, they gain visibility and recognition by becoming hot. And because friendly competition has proven to be successful to encourage content creation, we're now launching a new badge system called Stamps to further incentivize users and help them build a reputation as live music scene insiders. To monetize FreStyl, we're working to transition our featured event program, which already has 50 customers, from our current exchange of service offering to a more traditional for-pay advertising model called sponsored events. Following on from that, we will release our door management service, allowing event stakeholders to sell tickets directly to customers without long pre-sales or middlemen like Ticketmasters. Think of an Airbnb for concerts. So our next steps are expansion and monetization, but our end goal is to create the first truly social music recommendation engine that will allow people to discover new music through the live experience. A socially engaging concert listing that will tell you what concerts to go to on the spur of the moment. In order to get there, we're looking for $500K, which will allow us to hire a mobile/front-end developer and to avoid starvation for the next 2 years. Finally, to make this live music revolution happen, beside our awesome investors, we've got a team of 4 people. We're 2 Italians, 2 Americans. Between us, we've got 2 hackers, 2 communication experts, 2 designers, 2 musicians, 3 PhDs, and 3 girls. Thank you.
So, from someone, Gianluca.
Great. Is this working? Great pitch, really great pitch, pretty impressive. Now, Did you come by our office anytime before?
I talked to you on the phone about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at what stage are you now in terms of, let's say, product users? What stage are you now?
Product and users?
Yeah, numbers, metrics in Rome. How's it going in Rome?
Well,
is it viral? And also the mobile strategy.
Okay, so now we've been live for like a year now, and we're targeting mainly Rome, so that's like our test bed. We've got about 1,000 users and 3,000 visitors per month, so it's not huge numbers, but our community is very active. As I was saying, more than half create contents. We've got power users that now generate more content.
What's the percentage of the power users in the community?
The power users are about 4 or 5, let's say.
Percent.
No, the number. In Rome. But they create, as I was saying, enough content.
They do?
To be, yes.
And can you elaborate more on the, let's say, door man? I thought it was a very neat idea about the door management activity, because that sounds an interesting business model in a way. How did you try it out? Is it working?
I mean, that's for us in about a bit less than a year. We want to increase our user base first and provide some metrics to venues. We're already working with venues. About 10% in Rome are signed up and use FreStyl already. So we want to bring them more metrics and then start testing the
Okay, last
the
question, and then
them.
I'll give away the mic. You are an Italian company, and you're in the US.
Yes, we're a Delaware company. Because we have international investors. So
sorry about that. That's why I guess for us, it's not exactly geography at this stage of investing. So maybe that's why I didn't follow up with you. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I mean, we started from the Italian market anyway, but now we are trying to.
A question, Paolo?
We didn't see any financial projection, right? Can you give us some more details?
Well, our plan is to. We have a very low operational cost, so we're planning to break even in about a couple of years. And that means that we would have about 10 cities, 1/3 of venues in 10 cities using our door management. Plus on top of that, we're the advertisement. But I can talk about it with you later more. It's pretty complicated.
Any other questions? From Twitter, we can open one question from the floor, if Danny. Not Gianluca, it's yours.
Now, would you consider bringing the company back to Italy?
I mean, it's interesting because we have international investors. We've been looking for investment mainly, and our CEO is American. So now she's in New York actually looking for investment. But when we say they were in Rome, international investors are quite scared. So we're actually now probably going to look more in Italy because we found that for the international investment, they all say why don't you go to Berlin? Now Berlin is hot. So we're what are you doing in Rome?
No, I say,
Berlin.
why don't you go global? I'm all right with that. But let's say where the company is located has an impact on the kind of investors you can talk to, as you had the opportunity to touch yourself, just see it happening. I mean, it's not the same if you are an SRL investing company. Investing in that, or in the United States, or in UK?
We need to consider all the costs. As I said, we have a very low operational cost. So we'll have to see how much that would impact our cost. But we don't exclude it because this is anyway our biggest market so far. So.
Okay. If no other question, we can thank you, Oriana.